Welcome back. A beautiful, honestly, Mom, one of the most beautiful weeks San Diego's had all year long.
Yeah.
A beautiful Friday night getting ready.
You can see the sun behind us. I know,
ready
not ideal for light, but.
For our second game of the year.
Yeah, we're heading out, and probably in the minute we're done here, we're going to order the Uber and.
But really quickly, welcome back to me, my mom, and my Padres.
I think I'm too close.
Mom, It's been a while, but it's been a ride. You can't deny that.
You know, I know. Like we were kind of saying earlier, it doesn't feel real, and honestly, you can't get like too excited or too worked up. But we do have the best record in baseball, and I literally cannot remember that ever happening in my lifetime. And yeah, sure, we're not far into the season at all, but I can't remember it happening at all, like ever, like a week into the season, whatever.
It feels almost surreal, right?
Yeah.
We all kind of came a little hesitant into this season, rightfully so.
Well,
even the optimist I am, right? We saw what the off season did, and we, kind of had our expectations. And the last time we recorded, we were 7-0, like unprecedented kind of shit right now. And then
I don't even think we were 7-0.
I think no, yeah, it was.
I think we had only just beat the Braves.
Okay, nevertheless, still undefeated. And then we go and play. I'd say a more realistic style of baseball in Chicago with the Cubs.
And the Cubs look good. I think the Cubs look. Well, the Cubs
did exactly what we were doing to the Braves and the Guardians, which was capitalizing on mistakes. Because we did have quite a few mistakes, pitching-wise and defensive-wise, which kind of carried over into the Athletic Series, which was in Sacramento, which, brings me back to glorious times in Northern California. I had friends from San Diego that went up to Chico with me that were at those games who literally called Tatis's home run, the moonshot that still hasn't landed.
Awesome.
Yeah. But we started seeing some patterns, and especially with the starting pitching that, started to arise concerns.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, we didn't get swept in Chicago, and we took the series in Sacramento, which is exactly what we needed to do if not win every single game.
And that last game was when we'll get to this, but that last game was despite losing arguably our two strongest players and another starter.
And then Merrill not starting. Yeah.
Our strongest players were Taddy and Merrill, I would think. And then, Manny too. And then throw in another starter, Jake. So, and we still pulled it off. And I think that right now, our biggest concern is starting pitching. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
It's been extremely inconsistent.
It's an issue that Vasquez is our most consistent pitcher, and that's nothing against Vasquez.
Shout out to
He's
Vasquez.
actually done a pretty damn good job.
Right.
But that's needless to state. If it takes these to shave his beard, then
which he did
so
today.
Be it. It was doing nothing for me anyways.
I was just gonna say I
like beards.
I like a beard, but I even don't mind a full beard, but I don't like a scraggly beard. He didn't know how to groom his beard. Would you agree?
Yeah, he definitely had potential.
Yeah, I mean, if he had taken care of it and whatever, it might have looked really nice. I think he's not a bad looking guy. But it was just looked like shit. I mean, honestly, no offense, but your teammates thought that too, Dylan. So they did. Or I don't know if you saw that one where they're like, should you shave it? Should you shave it? And Jackson Merrill was absolutely, he needs to get rid of that thing. And they showed him, that was like a meme today. They showed like that, him making that quote in the little microphone, and then a picture of Dylan Cease completely clean shaved. So it looks good. It looks great. But let's hope
it translates into better pitching
because whoa.
I think that was the worst start of his career.
Oh, by far.
But I will say, I give Schultz credit, and I give Cease credit too, for hanging in there for 4 innings. Because
he kind of had to.
Well, exactly. He absolutely had to because his bullpen was pretty spent. But, I mean, I'm sure there are pitchers in the league who would have refused to go at one point, right? But he at least
would have said take me out.
Exactly. Yeah. He at least bit the bullet and did what he needed to do. And
you know what?
Even after that, the bullpen only gave up 1 run. And that's a testament to the bullpen that has been kicking
our bullpen.
ass.
I wonder in a situation like that with what Cease went through, if he's like, I just want to stay in here and work through this shit because I need to develop and learn from this.
Well, you know what that sounds like? That's very Musgrove-esque. In my opinion, and I'd say maybe even a little bit Darvish too.
Yeah.
And we are obviously absent of their expertise on the mound.
Sue just literally texted me.
Wait, put it on the camera.
If we could see this. I don't think you can. But, crap. My sister just texted me.
A picture of Cease.
He looks very handsome. Look at him. Of Cease's clean face. That's true.
I don't think he's 19.
I don't have my phone number. Oh, wait. Maybe I do. Let's see. I can see it better here. That is too funny. New face. Who dis? That's what she said. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that guy? It definitely looks like a different guy. That's too funny. That's cute. Anyway, so yeah,
but yeah,
it's better, young man.
Yeah, he's looking better. He's sounding good. And
can't help but like him.
It furthers our long-lasting narrative that Darvish and Musgrove are these
pitching
guru role models that are alongside Niebla, that is creating this culture within the bullpen and pitching that is, I'd say, superior to most.
You had mentioned before that you see Musgrove being in the booth, or he's going to be a coach.
Oh yeah,
because he's even talked about. I don't know if you saw the interview with him. I think when he was in, it may not even been when he was with Mud and Don, but it could have been another one besides that, where they're like, "What do you do when you're on the IL? What are you doing this season?"
This is when he was interviewed. Yes,
was it? And he was like, I pretend like I'm pitching because I don't want to get out of that loop of like.
He's doing scouting reports,
all of it, and he's like, and I love doing it, I enjoy it, and it's like he's got thirst. That man's not going to retire and play golf for the rest of his days. Yeah. He is a baseball head, and it's like he still has love. Like, I don't want all these guys love the game, but he gets it. There's an intellectual part of it with him, like right. He finds it challenging in that way too, which is really interesting. So. Maybe the Padres will hang on to him, and he'll be Niebla's little
mini guru.
His mini guru, yeah.
His pupil,
exactly.
His Padawan.
Yeah,
his Padawan.
His what's his face to Mr. Miyagi? I can't remember.
Oh,
Karate Kid. But anyway, yes, Danielson to Mr. Miyagi. Yeah. So anyway,
So what else? What do we got going for us? I think
injuries. Let's talk about injuries. Let's get. We kind of going to make this one short because, like we said, we want to get to the game. And why do we want to get to the game early, Maddie?
$5 Fridays.
$5.
Well, I'm sorry. It's $5 Fridays for y'all.
Yeah.
It's $5 before first pitch for us,
and we don't
every other season.
And we don't have to buy tickets. We just can walk up to a regular.
Rock it up while you walk it up.
You can just. Walk up to a regular snack bar and get a $5 beer. So anyway, or Cutwater. Anyway, so injuries. Gosh,
they all happen so quick.
It all happened.
So quick.
Did we?
I thought it was going to be an absolute, and I will say when it happened, when Merrill was not in the lineup because that was that same day.
Did we know about Merrill? I can't remember. Did he come out of a game early? Was there any indication?
I don't think we did. I don't
even think
but again, don't correct me if I'm wrong.
I can't remember him coming out of a game early. I can't, right?
Yeah. But anyways, it was all in the same game. Merrill not starting, and then Tatis and Cronenworth leaving within the 2 innings within each other.
During that horrible, horrible game.
Yes.
The garbage game. I actually, for the first time ever, I went on group therapy. Because I actually chimed in and I said something, and I think my quote was like, that game was gross, and that game was nasty, and it was hard to watch just as a game, and then for our two of our best players to leave early after getting the news about Merrill on the same day, right?
Yeah.
Ugh, it was awful.
And not like casual ways either, right? Like Jake couldn't even
Oh,
walk down
it was
the
dramatic.
line.
Yeah,
And
you could
then
tell he
you
was in
saw, I was literally triggered from 2023 watching Tatis's pull his arm from his bat.
Let go of the bat when he's swinging, and I'm like, oh god, I saw the same thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
not that again.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he heard it sliding into third, and that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, well, we have some updates, right? Like Merrill's, it's like a semi-pulled hammy, which, like, honestly, if it's the 15-day IL, keep him there, do it.
10.
10, yeah. Thank you.
He is. He's
keep it, yeah. Do it, fine.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do. Tatis in the lineup today, so there you go. The conclusion of that is done for now. You know, and then what the biggest bummer of all is Jake Cronenworth.
Hit by a pitch,
getting
nailed
hit
by a pitch.
Fucking brutal, dude.
Yeah,
and having a fractured rib, and that's gonna take some time. Obviously, with a team that is struggling with depth, it's not something that's ideal. But this gives Schultz a chance to give Iglesias an actual shot.
Yeah,
because how Gurriel is still on the team blows my mind, and how many at-bats he's getting in a series is unacceptable, truly, in my mind. Truly.
And I hate to say Jason Hayward too. And I can get it a little bit because he's serviceable defensively.
Mm-hmm.
But even still, like, how long are we gonna let that go on? And again, on the upside, you want to look at the bright side of things. Just like you said, this is an opportunity to reset a little bit and require other players to come up. So we've already seen Oscar Gonzalez come up. Tyler Wade came back up today. I would love to see Tirso Anales. I'd like to see Edgar Rosario. So these guys are all going to get a chance. I mean, we kind of know what Tyler Wade is. I was going to say too, one thing really funny. So our last episode, one thing we talked a lot about was Schultz kind of screwing the pooch with Eggy Rosario. Right?
No, it wasn't Schultz. It was Preller.
Preller, yeah. That he just basically DFA'd him and then...
Yeah, this bitch.
Like, we're like, oh my god, he totally muffed that one.
Screwed him,
Yeah. And no. He made it through. He made his plan all along. He made it through waivers, no problem. So obviously he knows more than we do. Go figure. So, so anyway, this, if you want to look at the positives, this will give an opportunity for some of these guys to prove themselves, and it might become an ideal time when we want to relook at our lineup and our bench and decide 40-year-olds not the way to go. Let's let the
maybe just have like 4 people or 3 people over 35 in the lineup.
Exactly.
There's gotta be not to be like a little ageist, but it's a game. It's a game of athleticism.
Here's the thing, though, is our guys, our hot tub guys, everybody, not even just them, have said, Yuri Gurriel, Martin Maldonado, Hayward, they're proven commodities, and the proof is that they're done. Although Martin Maldonado went 3 for 4 the other night. I don't know how that happened, but there's always hope. But anyway. So they're proven commodities, and they haven't been very good for a long time. Yeah. So I don't understand how.
What you think is going to change all 3 of those players in 1 year?
Correct, and we are lay people.
And Joe, you still have Joe, who's in AAA.
Yeah, Connor. Yeah, that's the other one. He should come up too. Yes. So anyway, thank you for reminding. But like I said, we're lay people, and it can be complete. And I'm sure this is what it looks like. Is there scouts out there going, "Hey, AJ, get him. We see what the problem is. We can fix that. Get him with Diabla, and he's gonna be. You're gonna get a 2 WAR player. I don't even know WAR. I don't even want to get what he's like. A 1 WAR player, a 2 WAR player out of him. So 2, right? That'd be good. 2 wins above the. Yeah. So you're gonna get a 2 WAR player out of him, or something like that. But I still think that's just really far-fetched. Yeah. And I'm honestly really, it's so funny, Maddie, I was just thinking about this too, like, how many years we have a roster of new unproven guys, and we just bitched and moaned about it. Now we're so spoiled that we're like, bring up the young and improvements, right? Like, we want to see. I think part of it too, though, is we're a little bit jaded. What's the opposite of jaded? Like,
Optimistic.
because of Meryl. So now we think that, like, we want to see another Meryl situation. Although,
Of course.
but none of these guys were top prospects like Meryl either. You know, that's what we have to remember. But it would still be fun to see somebody new and exciting come up. I did not.
I think I'm a little. I hate to cut you off, but I think I'm a little less on your side in that sense because we did that. We did that a couple of years before Meryl, especially with Gore and.
Oh my
God,
killing it!
I
now.
know, but Gore
Abrams.
and Abrams, yes, exactly. Who I think Gore just like. I think like did 7 scoreless against.
They're both
the
doing
Mets,
great
like,
now. I mean, it took a while,
still
but
won the Soto trade, but yeah, nevertheless, like we've also it's not a new thing for us, is what I'm trying to say. Is
That's
Meryl's just the one that AJ has decided to stick to.
I know, but again, though, because he's Meryl, though, I think because he is that good.
We couldn't have said that about Mackenzie Gore if he stayed with Niebla for 3 seasons. Don't say that.
No, because he's still not. He just got good.
Yeah.
He's been in the majors now for 4 years.
Well,
5
I mean,
years?
how old is he when he joined the majors?
He was
Also.
still pretty young, but he wasn't.
He's in his natural peak right now. He's what, 25, 26?
Something like that, probably.
Yeah.
But he wasn't. It took a while. We weren't. Let's put it this way: we weren't going to win with him until this year. So
I will say, yeah,
that would have been like 2 or 3 more years of him being maybe a number 4.
AJ made the right call with Meryl. Not trading him, keeping him,
Yes,
keeping him,
right.
having him be a non-negotiable.
And for somebody that trades all of his prospects, that says something. So we're hoping that DeVeers and Salas are the same, because these are the 2 guys that are hands off, just like Meryl was hands off.
Well, our luck with catchers, we're due for some good.
Oh God, no kidding. That's someone we didn't even mention bringing up. God, you know, Campusano's got to be on the outs if they're starting Martin Maldonado over him. I mean, honestly, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's some serious doubt with him. So anyway, hope Tatis. I'm still back to the injuries. I'm hoping that we don't see a pattern with him like we have in the past, where we start to see that swing, and we know it when he let goes of the bat, that there's something bugging him in his shoulder, and he's just not hitting as well, and we're like,
But also working or playing through an injury.
that's what we're saying. It's like, that's what I'm saying.
No,
is
yeah.
playing with an injury, not in his legs. He did that all last year, and he's still okay. But a shoulder injury, and we can tell because he's not going to swing well. He's just not going to be as. He's going to hit.
He's not
going to be as good. He's not going to be scoring up the ball, whatever. And then he's going to keep playing. And then they're going to put him on the 10-day to get rest. And then he's going to come back for a little bit, and then they're going to put him on the 60-day. And it's just like, I hope to God that's not true.
No, Mom, but your concern is valid,
legit,
because that
right?
is it's kind of turned into the Tatis
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, that's the thing with him. And I would say maybe Mike Trout and some of these other guys that were, they're just the most spectacular players, but they're injury prone, like they're injury prone. And part of it is because, especially with Tatis, he goes all out for everything. And we love him for that. We would never want it any other way. But that's going to take a toll, So
you can only change positions so many times.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, should we call it quits?
I think we have to. It's
time
5:30, and it's just the time
we
wanted
gotta
to be
go.
there. So
Let's go.
Anyway,
all right, we're hoping for a win. Obviously,
we're playing the Rockies, who've always been a pain in our ass, that we know. But the good news is that Charlie Blackmon, the bad man, Charlie Blackmon is gone.
Bad man. Really nice man, actually.
I don't know.
Great.
He's got a great beard. He owned and nurtured and took care of that big beard, and it looked good on him.
There we go.
But
today,
anyway,
they're going down. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
On me, my mom, and my Padres. Bye.
Bye.